what do you get from seeking high sensation activities? Like what's the benefit?
Well, I think so. I'm thinking about this in real time. I think for me, it's all about honoring another part of me. It's knowing that that definitely resonates with me, that I like the new, I like the novel, I like to keep it fresh. That really works for me. It keeps me interested. It keeps me on my toes, I suppose, a little bit. And but what it really is very similar to the HSP part of me. It's honoring that part of me. It's a deep honoring of who I am. So hearing it, really trying to understand it as best I can, and then giving that part of me some of what it needs, as much as I can with what I have available at the time. And yeah, I think that's really what it is. Because without the new, the novel, the freshness, I really stagnate.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get grumpy, and then I'm not that nice to be around, and I'm not a good mum. I'm not a good um, person to be around, or I'm not the best version of me that I can be for myself primarily, but also for others.
Mm-hmm. And do you sense that it kind of fills your cup, or is it like it fills your curiosity or your joy?
I think it's so. I think the self-care filling. So I always think of self-care when it comes to filling cup, my cup. You might see it slightly differently, but I think the filling of the high sensation seeking cup requires different things to the filling of the HSP needs cup. So
Mm.
I suppose for me, it's about keeping both of those cups as full as I can, not both of them brimming over, but well, why not have both of them brimming over? But then it becomes a time and a money and all sorts of other what can I actually do for myself? There is a cup, a metaphorical cup, high sensation seeking cup, and already I've got 3 weekends booked this year in February and March with friends to go and do different friends to go and do things. And that is like, oh, great, I've got these things booked. And the HSP side of me is okay, but no more. That's
Mm-hmm.
enough for January. That's enough for February and March. I've got nothing planned in January, so make sure I rest. Two weekends away in February and 2 weekends away in March. And to be honest, that's probably a little bit much, but it's birthdays. So, they happen when they happen, don't they? So yeah, it's about without that new novel doing those things that light that side of me up, um the rest of it sort of starts to fall apart, really. That is
Mm-hmm.
really important. It's not just a nice to have.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually really important for me to be the best version of myself.